Woo! Holy shit, is it cold. It is winter time here in NYC. The temperature right now is about 27 degrees, and this is probably the coldest that I've ever been out. Let me start this one off by saying that my prayers go out to all those people out in Buffalo, New York that experienced a horrible blizzard. You guys clicked on this video because of fires. E-bike fires seem to be happening more and more frequently, and one thing that I want to discuss is why is it that these fires are happening? I am good friends with the people over at Powerful Lithium. The last time I visited their store, I didn't keep my camera rolling, and I always miss some really good and useful content. So I have been advised to keep that camera rolling.
I miss everything. I told you I gotta keep this shit on and just in the background recording.
During this episode, the camera was rolling, and you're gonna hear a little bit of the audio that took place during this conversation. This video is going to be long, but it is extremely useful. So what I am going to ask of you guys is, besides the usual like, I'm going to ask that if you know anybody, holy shit, I am not going that way. That is ice. If you know anyone that enjoys e-bikes, whether it is they own one, they're using one, or they're thinking of purchasing one, share this video with them, just to give them a better understanding of pretty much how e-bike fires start. So when I say that this video is going to be a little bit different, it's because you're going to hear the audio, but the camera is not on any one person in particular. The camera's just recording. What I decided to do was to use the audio and fill it in with some video content of the making of batteries, the process, and what I feel is most important. Anyway, without any further ado, enjoy this video.
So we saw a fire today, right? And in the comment section, the owner of the battery said that the battery was wet.
Yes, it's being on the rain.
Right. So that contributed to the battery's fire, right?
Yeah.
Water can create a short, right?
Yes.
Where are you going? Stay close. Wow. Don't escape. Stay close.
Wait, a part of this?
Hell yeah. You're part of it.
It's
Because this is something huge. In my eyes, it's big. And I would love to get something out there to spread the word to people that battery fires can happen. It can happen to anybody, right? Maintenance is critical.
first thing is build quality.
Okay, beautiful. See,
First thing.
Things like that.
No. First thing is build quality, and then customer, user, how user acting with his battery. What is he taking care or not?
Right.
That's second.
Right. So
Nothing else.
Build quality is the first and foremost, most important thing with battery safety. Let's just say.
That's really connected to that.
Yeah.
Because you can pick cheap cells, but cheap cells can't catch fire still. Cheap cells is not gonna perform how supposed to perform, what you want to have from them. That's it. You wanna pull 100 amps and they're giving you only 20 amps. That's cheap cells. Nothing has with fire. Only what has with fire. Build, when I say build, from cell holders, current flow, securing current flow between groups, and BMS, bypass or non-bypass. That's what I'm thinking about build. When we say another thing, so we say for the batteries, what can catch fire? Why they can catch fire? If they build bad, and customer how he treating those batteries. So we can make amazing battery with all safety features, standards, everything. If customer
I'm gonna get his food real quick. You
Oh,
needed
okay.
me?
Okay. No,
If customer,
I'll wait till you get back.
Okay.
But yeah, we need you.
Really?
You're vital. Oh yeah.
yeah,
You build batteries, don't you?
start.
You're the face.
There you go. You are the face.
That's the two things for any battery. You know, we can make perfect battery with all safety features, everything. But if someone not care about their battery, if someone throw battery on the floor or leave on the rain, so there is no battery on market that is waterproof. No, I have so many things to say to prove that is not waterproof. Even if they advertising it's waterproof, it's not waterproof. Your connector is not waterproof. Wire, water can go to wires, to sleeve of insulation of wires. So that's it. So battery not existing that is waterproof. It can be water resistance,
Right.
but not waterproof.
I agree. So we saw a fire today, right? And in the comment section, the owner of the battery said that the battery was wet.
Yes, it's being on the rain.
Right. So that contributed to the battery's fire, right?
Yeah.
Water can
Make
create
sure
a short, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
make sure circuit internally in between cell groups. And you know, people need to keep in mind, fires, they're gonna catch on better cells. When I say better cells, I mean on higher discharge rate cells. So when you have high discharge rate cell, it's that cell is powerful. Like Molly's cell P42A, that cell giving you 45 amps. That's huge, that's a lot. 45 amps discharge.
Right.
And if you short circuit that cell overheating, and not, of course it's normal to catch fire. Like with less powerful cells, you can have a short circuit, but it's bigger chance that it's gonna cool down quicker than high discharge. So people has problems with unbalanced batteries. We have so often questions how our battery doing balancing. Our battery has BMS and it's already preset. Everything that if it's needed, battery will start with balancing itself if it's needed. But our experience saying to us that we actually don't have unbalanced packs ever. We don't have that problem. And then I'm thinking why other companies, like why other batteries has that problem. It can be bad build between about current flow between cell groups, or it can be bad cells. Something of those two things, nothing else. So what I think, in some batteries they have bad cells, and that's why they have a problem with balancing. They have, like, very often unbalanced battery pack. Because I saw so many of those batteries what they have problems with balancing. They welding between groups is not bad, especially it's not high discharge rate battery. So those weldings between groups looks legit. So only where I can find problem on those batteries is maybe cells. Type of cells what they're using, because some of cells, you know, they rated for 300 cycles only. That's bad.
What about the BMS?
BMS is separate thing. BMS can do balance, but like I said, if you have good quality build battery, it can be unbalanced. Let's say moly cell batteries, they have like 1,000 cycles. In 1,000 cycles, those cells supposed to have 100% of charge. They will keep that charge. After 1,000 cycles, next 100 cycles, it will fall down from 100% charge. It will fall on 80, 85%, or 90%, depends. And in that moment, it's normal that you can see unbalanced, some groups unbalanced. Like what we saw in on Samsung 30Q cells. They usually, like after year and a half, 2 years, they're starting to be unbalanced. It's probably because of how many cycles they can have in their life to work properly 100% charge. So I believe they have maybe 200 to 300 cycles, 400 cycles, and then as soon as they reach that, you can't count anymore on the cells that they're gonna have 100% charge, and then every group acting different, which is normal.
So cycle rate would equal quality of the battery.
Yeah, term, if you're looking on long term, yes.
Okay.
Because when you have 1,000 cycles, what that mean? If you're using every day your bike, and every day you make one cycle, that's 1,000 days. That's over 3 years. You should be able to use your bike without problems, your battery.
I keep forgetting that there's so many other people out there, and I always look at it from my perspective. I don't ride every day. Maybe I'm lucky and I can ride once or twice a week, but I can understand someone that uses their equipment on a daily basis, whether for work or for commuting.
Yeah.
So they can, I don't want to say abuse, but I guess use their equipment more often than someone like myself. So.
Yeah, I think people forget the term battery degradation, and it's basically you know, it's the result of energy, capacity, range, and power, and overall efficiency. You'll lose that over time, you know, and that's like what V was saying. It's just the span life of each cell. Some cells can last longer, cheap cells can't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. After, let's say, data sheet saying 300 cycles for any kind of cell, and we build battery, someone built battery. After 300 cycles, nobody gonna say that they gonna act exact same.
Yes.
So that's why we have from 20 groups for 72 nominal voltage battery. We have like first group is still fine. Second group is a little bit less.
Yeah.
Group number 4 is a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So that's why after 300 cycles, you don't know how they're gonna act.
Right.
Or after 1,000 cycles.
And even
there is the moment where we, like a company, expecting like what we're using cells. We're using always cells that they can do 1,000 cycles, like moly cells. That's the reason why we only have them, because our we want to provide to our customers best quality. That's it. We really don't want to. We have sometimes question, I can't afford. I know, maybe it will sound rude from us if we say we not care, but that's again for good for this customer. Still, we don't want to sell you something that you're gonna buy now, spend $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 now, and then after 1 year you need to spend again. That's the point. When you spend one time your money, you're gonna be good in next 3 to 5 years. To use with using that battery. That's the point why we strictly doing couple brands, couple different types of cells. That's
that
it.
we offer.
Because I know on the first look it looks very expensive, but looking long term, it's cheap.
Right.
It's really cheap if you're looking on long term. Imagine our battery that costs $2,000, and if we can get some no-name cells, and we can sell same battery for 1,200, 1,300 instead of 2,000. Customer will be happy in beginning. Oh, I got cheap battery. Yes, but how long will you be able to use that battery? And imagine after 6, 7, 8 months, someone has bad battery because of bad cells. We really don't want to be in that situation with our customers.
That's my biggest fear, is that's why all these fires are happening. That's just my opinion. I think that they are skimping out. They're not buying the best quality build and sell.
Yeah, but cells, like I said, you can get yourself good quality cell or bad quality cells. They're not supposed to make fire because you're buying cheap cells. Fire, by our experience, what we saw, what we have on repair from other people, from other brands, batteries, batteries on fire, they have only because of bad build or of bad treatment by the owner of the battery. That's only two reasons why those batteries catching fire. Let's say those unicles, they failing, consistently failing, and they complain like, oh, after 3 weeks, after I fell and I use again, next 2-3 weeks I didn't fall and my battery catch fire. Of course, because you damaged your battery already before, and now you just need to make vibrations on your battery that battery can catch fire to make short circuit. That's the main problem with unicles. It's not, oh, they have bad battery. No, they can have good battery. We can build very good quality battery, but with unicycles, they're gonna fail a couple times, and actually every time when someone fell, that person supposed to bring that battery in repair shop to take a look on their battery. Is it everything okay? Because of safety of their house, of their lives and everything. But you see so many people, they're failing, they're making YouTube videos and everything, and then they just keep using. It's fine when you catch fire on the middle of the street, and you can just step away from your vehicle and then let's leave that it will burn and that's done. Or firefighters can come and they can solve that problem. But problem is, if you bring that kind of hazard thing in your house, that's the problem. Yeah. And no one of those people, I bet you, like 80% to 90% of those e-bike owners, they're really not thinking about fire hazards. They're not thinking. In beginning, they're looking to get cheap battery, cheap bike. That's it. Nobody looking. Let me get something good quality, something safe for my house, for my family, for myself. Nobody thinking about that. Yeah. Maybe 10-12% only of people, and that doesn't matter about is someone is rich or someone is not rich. Doesn't matter. You have some people, they're really rich. They don't know what to do with money, but they're trying to buy cheap battery. That can be, doesn't matter with that. It's just what they feel in their brains. That's it. Are they have feeling about that is hazard that or not?
Right. I think everyone always has that mindset where it won't happen to them.
Yeah, it won't happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened to someone else, not to me.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to save money here and there, but I think in the end, if you weigh out the odds of what you'll lose if you bought a battery and now your house, if it goes on fire, it's a disaster. I think you'll end up.
Somebody could die.
Yeah, somebody could die, but the costs are a lot higher.
all those fires what we hear in last period, it's fault because of owner,
Yeah.
user error,
Yeah.
because they're not taking care on their batteries. They leave battery outside on the rain, or or they bought very cheap battery from China or from somewhere else. We following some people in China when they're producing batteries, and we found them so many mistakes while they're building those batteries. We can see. We wish that we can say to them, yo, don't do that. You're making right now, right there, you're making fire hazard battery.
Yeah, we also get a lot of customers when they bring back their packs, no matter what it is, what kind of battery it is. We ask them, do you have any idea what happened? Can you try to tell us what happened with your battery? How did it just stop working? A lot of the times they won't tell us. Listen, to be honest to us is better than we're gonna find out regardless.
Right.
We're gonna find where is the problem.
Yeah, and they say nothing. It just stopped working all of a sudden,
Right.
But then as soon as we open it, you could tell some of these cells have been dropped or they're dented on some sides. The casings are all dented, and you could just tell that it just not stopped working.
Right.
There's a reason behind it.
Right.
So it's either you come tell us from the beginning, or regardless,
we will find
out.
Like they don't want to admit that they did something wrong.
Yeah, but it's a risk too. Like bringing a battery here. We've had customers bring us battery that are completely soaked, and they tell us we don't know what happened. That's a fire hazard, even to us.
Right.
For us to keep it here.
Right. That's why I asked with that wet battery.
No, we opening.
We open it right away. Yeah,
right away.
But even still, is it?
No,
a
when
hazard
we
to
open, we're gonna secure that battery.
Oh, okay.
That's the point of opening battery.
Gotcha.
To secure that battery that is fine.
Yeah, but sometimes, we
Problem
have
is
so many
when
packs.
someone come to us and they just say, "Oh, my battery is not working," and we
we'll
don't
put it
have we don't have in that moment time to fix that. Maybe we're gonna fix that tomorrow.
Right.
That's why we're asking to be from our customers to be honest with us.
Delays the
To-
service. Yeah.
Right.
To
Yeah.
say
It puts you guys in danger.
Because if it's a water damage, that has to be reassessed and inspected ASAP, right then and there, versus somebody that just tells us, hey,
Just stop working.
it just stopped working, but it was kept indoors and I took care of it, then that could be on a pending situation. But the moment when it's flood damage or any just water damage, we have to make sure we unplug all the wires for it, discharge it, and just make sure it's not gonna short circuit.
Safe to keep.
Safety, yeah.
safety.
Because it's not just
We're usually trying to open immediately. Every
yeah.
battery.
Instead of
Open.
being prioritized or not, it
Oh.
just delays everything.
We need to open. Usually we're doing that. Even if we don't have time to work on that battery, we just open, do inspection, what's happened, and then we leave on the shelf. And if customer need to wait like 2-3 days
Yeah.
for something, but we open immediately usually. Especially, we like when customer be honest with us and he say, "Oh, my battery I left on the rain for 1 month." We like that, so we open immediately. That we're not giving a chance to happen anything.
How can I end this so that people feel a little bit more confident?
It's hard to do that on one post
Mhm.
or on one YouTube video.
Mhm.
It's very hard. That's why I really want to start with making like serial on YouTube.
Mhm.
That because people need to follow that like a class actually. They need to understand fully because you can talk about this. So many people they don't know what mean groups inside of the battery.
Okay.
They don't
A
know.
lot of people
They
have
have
not
no
even
idea.
seen the inside of a battery.
They have no idea. They some people they've been surprised when we show them those cells.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They're thinking that we're doing something with chemicals like lead acid battery.
Right.
They don't know.
Oh my God. I went out to try to introduce this content, and boy, am I underdressed. I need heated gloves ASAP. You know what the first thing that I'm gonna do when I get home is gonna be, right? I am going to buy myself some heated gloves. Shout out to Super 73 out there in Maryland. Thank you for hooking me up with a $100 Amazon gift card. Those $100 are going towards a nice set of heated gloves. Shout out to Judy. Judy, I love you, baby. I miss you guys and hope to be down there soon. Okay, so after viewing this, I hope that this sheds a new light on e-bike batteries. The importance of having quality equipment in your build and also having knowledgeable people put that battery together. E-bike batteries are good and they are not cheap. Please do not cut corners. Buy reputable and educate yourself on the care and maintenance of your battery, because it could save someone's life. So the team over at Powerful Lithium is considering putting together a series to educate the community on e-bike battery build, because if you know how the battery is put together, it's going to give you a better understanding of how to care for it, as well as why the cost of the battery is what it is. So it will be a multiple episode, a little 411 on the battery components. So look for it.
Eli,
Yo,
what are you doing?
I'm making a shirt for you, bro.